G'day guys, Ben here from Gold Diggers. This is the after show. I just thought I'd give people a quick demo. This is the 8-inch running, and next to it's the 6-inch recirculating sluice running. I'll just do a couple of little quick demos there that in case you were after exactly how I run these things. So when you look at the side of that 8-inch sluice there, you'll notice that Donnie's here again. G'day Donnie, and Narelle's watching, Mark. So you'll notice that I run off the end of the sluice into a 20-litre bucket, right? So what that bucket is catching all the material, okay, and when that fills up, okay, it fills up with water, it overflows out and into my tub. You don't need to have as big a tub as what I've got here. Like that's a pond. But what it does is it keeps the material, it keeps your pump safe and sound, so you're not going to be sucking material through it. Okay. Exactly the same setup with the 6-inch sluice. I've got a little bucket there that fits underneath it. The legs are a bit lower on that one, so it's a smaller bucket. But basically, that's how I run it. Now, the next thing I want to show you is, I think I've got enough gravel here just to do a little demo here. If I get that out. So here's the 6-inch. Now it's running the correct water flow, the correct angle, everything like that, right? And really, you need to feed that sluice at that sort of pace. Now, when we talked about overloading the sluice, see how if I was to dump a bit of material in, see how I probably haven't got enough material here, but if we do it this way, if I was just to dump that whole scoop in, right, see how it's overloaded, right, and it takes a long time to clear that, okay, and what it's doing while that's clearing, while that's coming through and clearing, the gold is actually floating over the top of the material that's too heavy. If we look at that again, gold's going over the top of all that and not catching on any of the mats, okay? So just to give you a bit of an idea, you have to actually feed it at this sort of pace, okay? Not very quickly so the mat doesn't overload. When you talk about the 8-inch, and this is a good comparison between the two. Stand up here. When we talk about the 8-inch, got a fairly full scoop there. You can basically just smash the material through it. So your capacity of the 8-inch is much larger than what the 6-inch is. So the 6-inch is certainly good to start with, but the 8-inch is better. So because you can put a lot more material through it, and that's the trick to getting more gold is to put more material through it. I'll turn this off in a minute, but if you look down there, you will see that the cells, the little circular cells, are the only thing that's full. There's not a lot of other material in it. It's just the cells that are full. Now, if I turn that off, oops, sorry about that. So if we turn that off, you will see that it's just the cells that are full. And as we come down the sluice, right, you will see the gold at the top of the sluice. Like there's some pretty decent gold in that. But as you come down the sluice, when we get halfway down, there's no material, there's no gold in the bottom half of that mat sort of thing. There's probably, the last bit I see is probably about here, which is about a bit less than halfway down it. So that's a pretty good, that's what you want to see in your sluice. So yeah. And then we talk about, so what you can buy, right? You can buy 8-inch sluices. These are modular sluices. So they're a little bit more expensive than these bare bones one where you can't remove the header. You can't remove the flare on it. Then that the advantage of being able to remove the flare is down the track, you can put one of these header boxes on it. The pump goes on the back, right? And then, so we've got a full setup of gear here. There's the high bankers. We've only got a couple here. This is the push-in box. And then you can plug on all the accessories, pumps and, you know, gem meshes and legs and flares. And this is the sort of stuff we're dealing with. This is all gold wrap stuff sitting around here that I didn't quite get a chance to do anything with. So that's a bit of the demo of the after show of how these sluices run. So thanks very much, guys. It was just a little bit of a thing I thought that I'd come and just give you a quick demo of what's happening here. And I'll leave you with a little bit of, the last picture of that little bit of colour. That's, yeah, there's a fair bit of gold in that one. Righto, guys, I'll see you next week. Thanks very much. Bye.